So let the stars all burn and break. Let oceans rise and hearts forsake. For love was here, but left too soon, and I am left to love the moon. Your voice still lingers in the air, a ghostly whisper, soft yet bare. It calls my name but fades too soon, like waves retreating from the moon. The echoes of our laughter stay, trapped in corners lost in gray. Every room still holds your scent, a love that burned, now cold and spent. Do you recall the nights we swore that love like ours would last evermore? Yet here I stand, with hands now bare, grasping at ghosts that aren't even there. I trace your name on fogged up glass, watch it fade as moments pass. Much like your touch, much like your eyes, much like the warmth you left behind. The letters you wrote, they still remain, ink-stained with the weight of pain. I read them slow, but between each line, I only find what's no longer mine. If love had hands, would it pull you back? Or leave me stranded in shades of black? If pain had wings, would it let me fly? Or keep me here to wonder why? I do not curse, I do not plead, I do not beg, I do not need. For love that asks must never stay, and love that leaves was never made. So I will breathe, though torn apart, and wear these scars upon my heart. For love may fade and wounds may heal, but loss is something we always feel, and though you left, I'll still be here, living through the silent years. A shadow now, a soul confined to the loneliness you left behind. The night hums softly, yet my heart screams, lost in the ruins of shattered dreams. Whispers of love now ghosts in the air. You're everywhere, yet never there. I reached for shadows, but they slipped through, much like the promises I once held true. Each heartbeat echoes hollow and deep, a melody sung by those who weep. The world still spins, though I stand still, an aching soul against its will, against its will. If silence had a voice, it'd call your name, but even echoes don't sound the same. You left, yet linger, like a scar unseen, a love once bright, now lost between. I have wandered through the silent nights, through endless storms, through bitter fights. I have felt the weight of time, each lesson carved, each hill I climb. The road was rough, the sky turned gray, the hands I trusted slipped away. Yet in the dark where echoes stay, I found a fire that would not sway. They told me rest, just let it be, that fate was never meant for me. That dreams dissolve like morning mist, that hope is just a fleeting twist. But I was never built to fade, to shrink, to kneel, to be afraid. My bones are forged from trials past, my soul, a flame that burns steadfast. Each fall I took, I rose again. Each wound I bore became my pen. I wrote my story, bold and bright, a warrior's tale carved out of night. The world may shake, the tides may turn, but let them rage, let bridges burn. For I have walked through fire and stone, and still I stand, still I've grown. No whispered doubt, no siren song can steal the place where I belong. For in my chest a rhythm beats, a call to rise, to not retreat. So let the storm scream through the land. I will not break, I will not bend. For though the road is steep and wild, I walk it still, I walk it proud. I walk it proud. Have walked through endless night, where echoes whisper, out of sight. I have stumbled, I have bled, carrying words left unsaid. The road was steep, the path unclear, each step was heavy, weighed with fear. Yet, even when my hands would shake, I swore my soul would never break. They told me, stay, don't chase too far, that dreams will fade like falling stars. But I was never meant to hide, to let my fire burn inside. Each scar I wear, each tear I've shed, a testament to where I've tread. Not signs of weakness, nor of shame, but proof I've walked through trial and flame. The world may shift, the tides may change, the winds may howl, the skies may rage. Yet still I stand unbowed, unchained, through loss, through love, through joy, through pain. For though the night is long and wide, I carry light that burns inside. And even when the stars burn out, my soul will rise, will scream, will shout. No force can drown, no fear can take, no weight can make my spirit break. For even when the fire is thin, it breathes, it fights, it lives within. It breathes, it fights, it lives within. So watch me walk, though torn, though tried, with fearless heart and steadfast stride. For though the storm may test and pry, the fire in me will never die. I have walked where shadows grow, where silent fears begin to show. I have knelt in storms so wild, yet still I stood, fierce untied. The world has tried to pull me down, to steal my fire, make me drown. But even when the dark was deep, I held a light I swore to keep. They told me, stop, don't chase the sky, that wings would break, that dreams would die. But I was never meant to stay, my soul was built to find its way. Soul. I have known the weight of pain, the sting of loss, the taste of rain. But every tear, each battle scar has made me who I truly are. For strength is not in those unscarred, but in the ones who've walked through hard, who faced the fire, braved the fall, yet still stood up and took it all. The road is long, the climb is steep, but I won't bow, I will not weep. For even when my hands are tied, my spirit soars, I hold my pride. No force can break what fate has spun, no fear can shake what I've begun. For I was not born to stay behind. I rise, I chase, I seek, I find. So let them watch, let doubters call, let rivers rise, let mountains fall. Through every storm, through endless trials, I stand, unshaken, born to rise. I have walked through endless trials, through shattered dreams and distant miles. I have felt the weight of pain, yet rose to stand and fight again. They told me, quit, just let it be, that fate was never meant for me. That hopes dissolve like morning mist, that battles lost should not persist. But I was never built to kneel, my heart is fire, my will is steel. Each scar I wear, each wound I own, a story told, a strength I've grown. I've stumbled hard, I've bled, I've cried, watched time steal chances as it glides. Yet even in the darkest night, I swore to hold on to my light. For loss is not the end we see, but part of what has strengthened me. A lesson learned, a fire fed, a path carved out where fear once tread. So let the winds howl wild and free. Let doubts come knocking, testing me. For though the road is rough and steep, I walk with fire, I do not weep. No storm can drown what fate awakes. No weight can bend what time remakes. For though I fall and hit the ground, I rise again. I stand unbound. Stand unbound. I have wandered through the cold, through silent nights, through stories told. I have carried weight unseen, fought through battles sharp and mean. The world has tried to bring me low, to steal my fire, stop my glow. Yet every fall, each scar, each ache has only taught me not to break, not to break. They told me, give in, walk away, that some were meant to fade, to stray. But I was never meant to hide, to let the dream just slip and die. Each tear that fell became my guide, each loss a lesson deep inside. For strength is not in standing tall, but in the rise after the fall. I've faced the dark, I've known the weight, I've stared straight into hands of fate. Yet even when my hands were tied, I found my wings, I learned to fly. No chains, no doubts, no fears remain, for I have walked through loss and pain. And though the road is fierce and long, I walk with fire, fierce and strong. So let the storms come, let them try. I will not bow, I will not cry. For though the world may bend and spin, I stand unshaken, unshaken, born to win. I have walked where silence reigns, through shattered glass and burning plains. I have seen the light grow dim, yet never let it die within. They told me, turn back, stay behind, that fate was cruel, that time was blind, that some were meant to rise and shine, while others fade beneath the line. But I was never one to bow, to live in fear, to break, to drown. Each wound I carry, each tear I've shed is proof I fight, that I have bled. The nights were long, the weight was deep, yet still, my soul refused to weep. For even when my steps would shake, I knew which path I had to take. Not all will hear, not all will see the fire that still burns in me. But I don't walk for them, nor ask, I carve my own way, set my task. The road is steep, the climb is high, but I will reach beyond the sky. For though the winds may twist and twine, my soul is fierce, my light will shine. So let them doubt, let them deceive, I stand unshaken, I believe. For though the night may stretch and call, I rise again. I will not fall. I have stood where the winds have roared, where the thunder cracked and the heavens poured. I have knelt in the dust of dreams once bright, yet still I rose to chase the light. The road behind is paved with scars, with broken hopes and shattered stars. Yet every tear, each trial I've known has carved the fire in my bones. They told me, stop, just let it go, that not all seeds are meant to grow, that some must bow, accept defeat, that not all hearts were built to beat. But I have never walked with chains, nor let my soul be bound by pains. To each loss I faced, each time I bled, only fed the fire instead. I have seen the night stretch far and wide, felt fear's cold hands pull at my pride. But in my chest a spark remained through all the loss, through all the pain. For strength is not in standing tall, but in the rise after the fall. And though the weight may press and bend, my will is stone and will not end. So let the waves crash, let them try, let the world say dreams must die. For even when the storm is deep, I walk unbowed, I do not weep. No force can steal what fate has spun, no darkness dims my rising sun. For though I stumble, though I ache, my soul is fire, it will not break.